Another thing that'll be amazing to watch how it shakes out. We'll get back to. Let's talk about the Big Ten here for a second. We'll finish. Is Michigan. Like Michigan seems like they're in control. JJ McCarthy playing at a high level. Clearly, them and Ohio State are in a clash. Before we move on to Clemson, because we're going to get there, just real quick for you guys, how do you feel about Michigan and the defending champs in that league? We just talked to Ohio State. Where do you net out between the two? Hack, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan's done a great job of, I think, not only they've done a great job of building on what they did last year foundationally. They're a really physical football team, old school. I love watching their offensive line play. And I think from the defensive side of the ball, they're approaching it more as a by unit as opposed to by name on the back of the jersey, where they had Aiden Hutchinson, David Ajabo, and a few other guys there that all got drafted. Their defense is as productive, if not more productive, I think, statistically at this point in the season than they were last year. So really good football team. And I think JJ, he hasn't been asked to do much at this point in time. I think obviously when that does come up, that's going to be when Harbaugh rolled the dice, because I think he knew what he was going to get out of Cade McNamara, just because of what they went through last year, but he doesn't necessarily know what he's going to get out of JJ from full 4 quarters with the press on him and kind of in tight holes, and you're in 3rd and 15 down by 10 in the horseshoe. Like, you don't really know how he's going to react in those situations, but at the end of the day, that's something he's going to have to live and die with. So we're going to have to find out when those situations come out, how he does react. But at the end of the day, it's JJ McCarthy's show, so we'll see. But I really, really like the way this Michigan team's built.
Yeah, I think regardless, I think we're all probably on the same page. Like,
yeah,
one team comes out of the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're approaching this thing the right way, I think it's a no-brainer, right? And look, the thing with Michigan is the elephant in the room is what Hack was just talking about. I mean, look, Michigan's got a great football team. They're doing a lot of good things, but ultimately, if the conversation about Michigan and how they fit into a potential college football playoff, that conversation is about one man, and that's JJ McCarthy. And who is he? What is he capable of? When during this season does Harbaugh actually give him the handles to this offense and say, young man, you got to grow up and go win us a ball game? And because it's going to have to happen in order to win the Big Ten. I mean, to win the Big Ten, right? Maybe in order to get past Ohio State, we don't know. Maybe in order to get past Ohio State, JJ McCarthy's going to have to grow up a little bit, right? But damn sure to be relevant in the college football playoff, JJ McCarthy's going to have to be not just a guy that can distribute and a game manager. He's going to have to be a game changer. We saw that last year. My knock on Georgia, we hadn't seen old boy do anything but manage a game. I mean, there was games when he had 10 or 11 completions in a ball game. What'd he do in the SEC championship? What'd he do in the college football playoffs? Dude lit it up. It all of a sudden became an explosive offense at Georgia in order to win a title. Can JJ McCarthy do what he did last year?
Yeah. It's so fun. Like, Hack, I remember meeting you back in the day, and JJ, he's an impressive dude. I look forward to that stage for him. What I'd love to see, because now, just as a fan of the playoff, like I can't wait to see where they net out if, let's say, Michigan loses to Illinois but beats Ohio State. Imagine Ohio State beats Penn State, loses to Michigan. Like, I kind of hope for a little of that chaos just to see, to really find out what they're thinking in that room.